wealthy. We whole world
contribute to the world. Let us do that.
we have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background continuously. E-Kailasa is end your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you, aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. There are some great spiritual sciences unique.
Anandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Bandhavadhitham Gagana Sadusham. Nithyanandam, welcome dear viewers to today's special segment of Devi Parashakti Akashic reading, where we will learn about who is Devi Parasha, conscious miracle of existence. Existence is trying to express itself through you. Welcome to this sacred spiritual experience, your digital experience of the divine.
But a cosmic intervention in your life to make you manifest what you want.
So how is this possible? How has this worked before? Experience these answers through the powerful cognition as referenced from the ancient texts of Hinduism, revived
The pure feminine consciousness, the cosmic mother. And she is the source Shakti, and it is in her cosmic womb, the Brahmanda Yoni, from which billions and billions of universes come out and go in.
relationship is with mother. Ability to relate, even idea to relate starts with mother. How to relate starts with mother. Understand your idea to relate, your ability to relate starts with mother. Mother is to inspire your higher consciousness to express through you. It should awaken your higher consciousness. Connecting with life as mother is the most sweetest, most beautiful, most easiest form.
Present and future, delivering profound spiritual truths and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself.
So let us understand what is.
And darshan means to have a glimpse of. In the Vedic tradition, it is used to describe the moment we behold a deity, an avatar, a saint, or an enlightened being. As just seeing such a being can cleanse the karmas of lifetime. Moment of darshan for you. Raising you to the next level of superconscious breakthrough is like hitting the reset button on your being.
Incarnation.
And Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the science of Nijavatara, manifesting Paramashiva, the consciousness. It is where the formless
He expresses through the being of Raja Rajeshwari and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form of Devi Meenakshi.
and the Archavatar in the form of the supreme point of Hinduism to bridge the gap and create an experience of the superconscious energy in all of us.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan awakens your Kundalini Shakti, which is the latent potential and energy in every human being.
And during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar, mirroring neurons created by the avatar.
So let us understand what are the Akashic readings. Akashic readings are not predictions. They are readings from the cosmic archives beyond space creation recorded.
And now we will be learning who is the supreme point of Hinduism, the one who is coming, who is manifesting Devi Parashakti herself. And
Parashakti is the reviver of Kailasa, a macrocosmic ancient enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. The supreme concept of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened masters and adepts.
third, Guru Mahasanidanam of Kanchi Kailash Sarvagnipitam, which is the Tonde Mandala Adhim, the incumbent emperor of Suryavamsha Sarangi Samrajya, the present 293rd Jagat Guru Mahasanidanam of Kailas Sonata Shyamala Pita Sarvagnipitam, and the present Mahamandaleshwar, the supreme spiritual head of Mahanirvani Akara
of the Dharma Muktis Pariguru Adinam, and has been elected the supreme concept of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu leaders.
and 1,000 titles. And over 20 million copies of books and articles are sold, read, and downloaded, with over 10,000 hours of discourses.
The supreme concept of Hinduism is honored as the leader of Hinduism. The most awarded, internationally recognized Hindu leader is the reviver of the 108 ancient Hindu Sampradaya of 150 countries, and is the establisher of 1,000 plus Kailasa enlightenment ecosystems, and is the founder and reviver of over 100 Satpanipitas. The supreme concept of Hinduism is the collector of
Into the next segment, where we will be seeing a live demonstration of the powers which the supreme point of Hinduism has initiated thousands of people into.
Deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is fasting. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest They manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is a independent, one and the same, ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Power by memory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support and we make sure you become wealthy. Space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva.
Nithyanandam everyone, welcome back. So now we all just saw who is the Supreme Point of Hinduism, what is the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, and what we're going to get in this program. So the Supreme Point of Hinduism will be demonstrating the powers of the third eye and sharing with all of us the experiences and results of the extraordinary manifestation of the powers awakened in us through the Diksha, the initiation, right? Which is seeing with the eyes blindfolded. And for those of you who might be wondering where the third eye is located and how it works, the third eye is a cosmic browsing center which is located in the Vedagamas, the source scriptures of Hinduism. Paramashiva reveals in elaborate detail that every human being is hardwired to be able to manifest 463 plus, not that you are a man and you need to reach the divine. And some of you might have heard the term Siddhis. So let's look at the difference between Shaktis and Siddhis and are on the path of enlightenment. And a few more differences between Shaktis and Siddhis are that Shaktis of Paramashiva manifest through ordinary human beings in an extraordinary way, as effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all pervading, unchanging beyond time, space, form, and causality. And as the fundamental base of Avyakta, the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest existence, he performs the Panchakritya, or the 5 cosmic acts of Shrishti, creation, Sthiti, divine holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, as the 1008th living incarnation of and representative of Paramashiva and the reviver of Kailasa, which is the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization or nation. And for the first time in the modern day, the Supreme Point of Hinduism is reviving these sciences and transmitting it to the world at a record-breaking pace, which is never accomplished before. By his gurus, these sciences to revive the initiations and knowledge repositories for billions to manifest these powers from the disciplines of Vedanta, Tantra, Sri Vidya, Yoga and Yogic powers, Mantra Shastra. Every ultimate truth, Jnana, is mapped into your consciousness, Prajna, and manifests as a possibility and power of every being, Prajnana. In the source scriptures. And the next is the Apta Pramana, which are the experiences and results of the Aptas or authorities of Hinduism, where the Vedic rishis and scientists have time-tested and verified these sciences. Empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. And the Vedas, which are the ultimate truth, the superior authority for Hindus, are the pure science where the ultimate truths are explained, and the Agamas, which are the scriptures where the applied technology and up those scriptures is called the Shastra Pramana. And now let us get ready to witness a very unique and exciting demonstration of these extraordinary manifestation of powers. So we will be first getting Alantarmanonyasya Tishtannilitalochanaha Kramena Manasodadhyat Lakshaye that stability of the mind in inner space through the power of the third eye. One directly sees the ultimate goal Lakshyam by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source. Divyam dadami te chakshuhu Pashyam me yogamaishwaram. Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, but you cannot see my cosmic. 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which contains the description of Bhagavan Krishna's cosmic form, is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees Bhagavan Krishna through his third eye. And the next is the Atma Pramana in Swamiji's own words. The first experience is the Pratyaksha Pramana, which is the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. So, using a PET, as all of you can see on the screen, using a PET, a positron emission, the rest of the brain is at peace. And now we will be entering into the Sakshi Pramana, where we will be seeing a live demonstration of these extraordinary Shaktis of the third eye.
Otherworldly but definitive sign manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through his body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nija.
Bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the
We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every inactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response.
Yes, Nithyananda member with the eyes blindfolded. So now I have with me Ma Amrita and myself, Manti Madhurananda. And today I will be using this eye band to blindfold my eyes. So Ma Amrita will be putting this on my eyes. So this is just so in front it's just a thick opaque plastic sheet, and behind that thick sponge, black sponge, which will not allow any light to go anywhere. And then we have two sockets for the eyes to go into. So now Ma Amrita will be putting this, like you can put a sequence of emojis, a sequence of numbers, a sequence of words, or something which doesn't even make sense. Can you move it a little to the right? Yes. Little the 4 directions to my right, to my left, up and down. So all of you can see that there's no gaps anywhere around the eyes for anywhere to light. I will be reading it. Mamita will be projecting the comments for me. Okay, so we have Prabjot Gill, and then I think, is that fire or a house? It's, yeah, I guess it's fire. As in meditating, and then a cat. Yeah. And then we again have Prabjot Gill, who has put another emoji of hands, face emoji with something on the head. And in that time, I also have this Bhagavad Gita decoded book with me, or if you can see. And now Amrita will be opening a random page in front of her with a heart emoji. Yes, Manityananda. And yes, so now Amrita will be opening a random page in front of all of you, and I will be reading it. 72 and 1173. And on 1173 it says, begin is brother or spouse and love only God. This is impossible. When you start loving those around you, you start loving yourself more. Strangely, you start thinking less about yourself. In your defeat, you win others. So that's the first para. Desoxyribonucleic acid, and a smiley emoji with one before we move on to the next power. Okay, so now Mamita will be removing the I-bands and we will be moving on to the next power of body scanning. Okay. Yes. Yes, and now we will be moving on to the next power of body scanning. We will be back in just a few minutes.
Spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive science. Elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask. Bless you. See, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for...
This in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish the sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhavs of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva.
We will be getting into the power of body scanning. And this power awakens the ability to scan any illnesses, diseases, or medically diagnosed issues and problems. Sukshmatarani cha tattvani yani nilayam dhyatvante vyajyate para. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply that it from all thoughts and the ultimate universal divine power Paradevi Adi Shakti is revealed and the supreme power manifestation happens. And the next is the Apta Pramana, which comes from the life of a Siddha. The small tere, a type of frog sitting in the person's brain. Agatyar immediately instructs Tereyar, his disciple, to perform an open head surgery and remove that frog. And after the surgery is completed successfully and the person is healed and cured, due to December 2019 by the Supreme Court of Hinduism himself, paraphrasing his words, only when I had the multiple compound hand fracture, I was forced to go for surgery, and therefore, through body scanning, I found out what the problems, imbalances had happened, and where balances had to be done. I used allopathy as a second opinion to verify my findings. Paramashiva. So these few devotees and disciples have shared their experience of manifesting the power of body scanning. And now we will be witnessing a live demonstration of the power of body scanning. So I see Ma Devi Madhu who has put body scanning and healing, please. Yes, Ma, I will be doing a body scanning for you now. I will be chanting the Mahavakya and starting. Om Nit. Heat in your body getting accumulated, and that heat is also affecting your thinking process and your and basically it's affecting your entire day. So that you see for that, if you drink lots of fresh fruit juices, like you can make it at home, get organic fruits. Don't make sure that it's organic, and get those fruits and make the juice yourself at home. You can grind the fruits and make 4 to 5 cups a day of fruit juices. That will help remove the heat which is getting accumulated in your body. And water. So this is what I was able to see as the solution. So if you're able to relate to what was revealed, you can get back in the comment section. And I also see yes, so Prabhat Gilaya, I was able to see that for you, when I did the body scanning, I was able to see that physically there is not much of a problem. It's just your body. It is not because of anything internal. It is because of lots of external pressure which you're putting on your body. So I was able to see, even if you want to do more physical activities and able to see and I also see that you've asked how to take care of the Venkateshwara deity. So you can actually like some soap, some food. You can keep the normal everyday things which we use. You can keep it for Venkateshwara, like the brush, paste, soap, and anything else. And you can also, before you eat, you can offer as asked. I'm very much depressed, Ma. Thank you for your body scanning, Ma. Please heal me, Ma. Yes, Ma. During the body scanning itself, healing also happens. And I have also given healing separately. You will be healed, Ma, with the grace and blessings of Swami. I see Ma Nithyananda has asked when do the Kalvarava readings take place. And so yes, Ma, every Sunday before the Kalvarava Bhava Samadhi, before the Kalvarava sign up for, you can contact any of the causers and get the link to sign up for the Akashic reading. And now with this, for everyone else who has asked, now due to the interest of time, we will be concluding the session, but every day at 2, happy to do it for all of you. And with this, I thank all of you who are watching us right now, all the viewers, for joining us for this Power Manifestation segment.
Spiritual sciences unique to incarnation is fasting. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you.
But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse
Now we will be seeing the Dhyana Vakshoruham Panibhyamali Ratna Chashakam Raktotpalim Bhibratim Saumyam Ratna Gatasta Rakta Charanam Dhyayet Paramambikam.
And the translation goes, the divided bust, one hand holding a jewel cup brimming with mead, and the other twirling a red lotus.
Arunam.
We can go back to the last slide, please. We can go to the previous slide, please. Surrounded on all sides by the powers such as Anima, and she is the self within.
And Devi is the Parashakti, source energy, the source power from which all of us came, all of us are in right now, and which all of us are going to merge into.
Out of healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself.
And in the word Nakshi, as Nithyananda, I put Nijavatara here to give good boons to everyone, to bestow all goodness. Hiranyagarbha Swarupini, Brahmanda Yoni, Shami, Chandramauli, Rapala, Aparna, Uma, Parvati, Savitri, Navayovana, Samraj.
raising in Omkara, blossoming as Shiva. Shiva manifesting as the source of existence, powers of existence, expression of existence, from the oneness of Om, blossoming into two as Prakriti and Purusha, blossoming 9 grahas, blossoming as the 10 Indriyas, being as the 11 Rudras, creating all the world, bringing life to tell and make truth blossom and to do good. Parashakti, in the form of Nithyananda, I came to bless every one of you.
So always receive her very traditionally. You can keep 2 betel leaves, 1 banana, 1 betel nut, and a coin in front of the screen as you watch Devi Parashakti. And in the Hindu tradition, a coin is considered the traditional dakshina. It can even be the lowest value in India.
Offer that to Devi. After darshan is over, do namaskar, eat the banana, betel leaf, and betel nut. Take it as a prasadam immediately. Collect those coins and send it you to and raise you to the powerful cognition. It will break your unconscious behavior.
And now all of you can see how you can arrange. And if you would like, you can also keep some fresh flowers and anything else you want to keep. And now we will be moving to the next segment where we will be seeing what are the Akashic readings, and we will learn more about the Akashic readings. Akashic reading sites. Is recorded there as a file. So nothing can be destroyed. Please understand. Okay, so we will be back.
Nithyananda. Segment, we'll be understanding the different guidelines and the guidance of Devi Parashakti during these extremely intense and dark times as we navigate this very dark world, and guidance during this time. So now I request if we can project the slide on how Devi Parashakti has revealed platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, and wherever you are frequently using. Most of us are spending 4 to 5 hours on social media, and we can spend some of that time enriching ourselves, our friends, our community who are connected with us in this grand social network in order to, and this digital platform is one of the ways that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is making that happen across the world. So in this next segment, we will be on collapsed. Freedom from all this suffering is the life of living enlightenment. First, prevent yourself from this deadly corona, O people. Do the job of saving your life as priority. Those who have contracted COVID-19. And as you can see here, this is from Global News. And this is another article by BMC Psychology published on the. So here it says the impact of COVID-19 on mental health. And it's showing the results. We're saying that our results indicate that students closer to graduating took to exercising and solving their mental health problems. So again, we're seeing, we can go to the next slide. Again, we're seeing the rates of anxiety and depression among college 2021. The article proceeds to say that the Dartmouth College researchers began tracking 217 students when they entered the school. This is from Andrew Campbell, a researcher and computer science professor. Yes, let us now watch this brief video.
In you does not end while your body drops dead. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones. Complete liberation. Paramashiva Padam. Your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. This Bhumandala and multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more, and from the cosmos is landing into this Bhumandala to be part of Kailasa and to manifest Kailasa, and is being manifested by me through my Nijavatara Nithyananda and this Kailasa. This cosmic law is the country law. Sanatana Hindu Dharma is nationalism. This cosmic truths will be the truths of the country, society, ecosystem, universal existential truths. Because
when your body drops dead, it moves from different universes, vertical time zones, and lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge and desire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation. This Bhumandala and the Jadi of the caste ecosystems, Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasi, Yoga, Grahastha, and multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards the enlightenment. That is the reason of the rate of expansion of the universe has been accelerated. An intense ecosystem for great enlightenment is the space where Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the cosmic science, is nationalism. This cosmic law is country law. Sanatana Hindu Dharma is nationalism. This cosmic truth will be true ecosystem, is manifesting expansion of the universe, has been accelerated. The universe is celebrating the happening of my Nijavatara, Nithyananda, and this Kailasa. So actually, if we see what Devi Parashakti revealed it on planet Earth, what a beautiful thing, what a beautiful sacred sentiment. The whole universe is celebrating, is expanding in joy and celebration out of pure celebration that the avatar has happened on planet Earth. So let's now.
You are looking at the most detailed three-dimensional map of the universe known to humankind, and it's called the Sloan Digital Sky Survey on the remaining mysteries of the universe. Let's go on a journey from the local stars to the largest scales of our universe. Moving faster than light, we will take you through space in a journey from our place in the Milky Way all the way out to the large-scale structures of the visible universe, and we'll tell you about how we're mapping it out. The acceleration may be accounted for by either assuming that there exists some mysterious dark energy or by modifying Einstein's theory of gravity called general relativity, determined by observing the systematic shift of galactic light induced by the expansion of the universe, the so-called redshift phases. The Sloan Digital Sky Survey has created the most detailed three-dimensional maps of the universe. To achieve this, it focused on different classes of galaxies: nearby galaxies, red galaxies. Extended Baryon Oscillation Spectroscopic Survey, or EBOS for short, continued previous Sloan mapping of the extragalactic sky and just recently finished measuring distances for 1 million galaxies and quasars. A colorful pattern projected onto a sphere. The cosmic microwave background is the thermal relic of the universe, which dates back to about 400,000 years after the birth of the universe, also known as the biggest and most complete 3D map of the universe to date. This unprecedented achievement provides scientists with new tools for shedding light on dark energy and also for constraining the theory of general relativity, leading to a better understanding of the fundamental laws that
Yes. So as this video elaborately explained, the universe is not just expanding, but its expansion is accelerated. The rate at which the universe is expanding exactly. And it's saying that the fresh evidence suggests that the universe is expanding faster today than it did in its infancy, a difference that had set off a search to understand how this all is coming into play, exactly as Devi Parashakti revealed. As Devi Parashakti had told us, it's literally being described and shown. And we can understand from this that the science today, or the projected rate, why is this happening? What's the source of it? Only Devi Parashakti has actually revealed what is the source, what's happening, and there are independent results that have now demonstrated time and time again that the universe is accelerating in its expansion. So even if we took type, yes, and in fact, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has revealed how exactly the universe is expanding and its expansion rate is accelerated. He has revealed in depth. That is exactly what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has mapped down so beautifully, easily, so that each and every one of us can benefit, especially now.
The key line I wanted to bring all your attention through this video is: universe is not just expanding, superconscious breakthrough is happening. Please understand. It is not only just the physics level. The universe expansion is accelerated intensely. Please understand. The expansion is manifest form only is this world which we are all enjoying, experiencing. There is an unmanifest form of Paramashiva, dark matter. What we call dark energy, done, is happening from that dark energy, dark matter. Conscious energy, superconscious matter. See, because the human eyes can't cognize, human beings are calling it as a dark matter. But because human eyes can't cognize, but third eye can cognize, I am calling it as a... Unfortunately, scientists have their own limitation. With the two eyes, when you see something which is not seen, you call it as dark. Jyoti Mandala. What we show as Jyoti of Arunachala, what exists as unmanifest of Paramashiva is one and the same. Please listen. The unmanifest space of Paramashiva, from that, the acceleration of expansion is happening. Now, the superconscious breakthrough is imminent.
About immunity. Request the NTV volunteer to share the on immunity. You can stop the share and resume back. Yes. So the virus, then the whole immune system of the body is being compromised. And in so many different ways, we saw just after that how the whole world began recognizing about the immunosuppression of COVID-19 on the body, the effects on the body, and how Devi Parashakti had revealed that, and immediately after, just days after, the whole world. Yes. We can go on to the next slide, please. Yes.
You will be able to sit in Padmasana like me. Eat the rice, all the pains. Induce flexibility, samana and prana. Detox your body and clear apana.
This is the instruction for the whole humanity. Neem flower and rice will heal the body, remove all the pains, induce flexibility, samana and prana, and detox the body and clear apana. And actually, it explains its many uses in Ayurvedic medicine since ages. And the neem flower actually has so much therapeutic purposes. Also, the neem flowers are extremely effective in losing fat, mostly from the belly area. The flower is known for its potent properties which help in fat breakdown from the body. It is good for the liver as it acts as a purifier. And the dried neem flowers in their powdered form can be consumed every morning with a glass of water. It helps in blood detoxification and purify. When toxins are cleaned out of the blood, we can visibly see how it affects our daily energy, our tiredness levels, our fatigue levels, and so much. The next slide, please. Yes, another, a few extremely powerful oxygen cells, and also the and it acts with a similar way of many cells in our immune system, and has stages of cancer in these organs. So that is a very profound thing that we found on neem flower, that it actually has chemopreventive qualities in it. And also for immunity, you can soak the neem flower at night, and early morning, if we start drinking that water, it will help you to strengthen the body. And also for balancing the pitta, you can roast the flowers in ghee, and that can be made as surveyal with curry leaves. So that means that it can be made and really change your entire diet. It'll literally change the way that you are interacting with others, that you are reacting to life. You'll feel less stress, less tiredness, less chronic fatigue in your life. Parashakti had revealed was actually that the positivity in our. We'll now be entering into the next segment where we will understand all the different offerings that are available for each and every one of you today. And through these offerings,
Nityananda. Welcome back to your movement. Because when Devi Parashakti comes in front of you, what is important is the receptivity that you have to be able to receive the energy that she showers and bestows upon you.
Excited about, but free of cost. Two, what you have spent so much money on. Just giving as an example, the attitude that you carry towards it itself will be very little.
Enable the receptivity to you so that you can avail the divine grace and blessings is in the space of gratitude, offering your gratitude, expressing your gratitude to the divine. First, the offering becomes complete in itself. Offering is not made of fear nor of greed. When an avatar lands, the offerings are purely a part of the grand leads, powers, etc. The next slide, please. The next slide, please.
Yuktam Angahimabhushana Vichitravasanam Syat Tungamakutochvala Manonmani Swarupam.
This from the Moolagama, the Manonmani, and shining big crown, her name is Manonmani. It's another beautiful dhyana mantra of Devi Parashakti as well.
Dhyaye Devim Shantrinetam Shashini Bhavadaneva Manonmani Pratidinam Amartanatrim Shubham.
This from the Moolagama. The dhyana is worshipped by Brahma and other gods, and she showers auspicious boon for all of her actions every day. These shlokas, as these dhyana mantras aptly describe, Devi Parashakti is because gold is a very, very sacred element. It's a divine element. In Sanatana Hindu Dharma, gold is considered as one said, everything it's made of gold. Because gold is an extremely precious and highly precious and high alchemy metal which can hold the energy of alchemy. It purifies anything it touches. The next slide, please. Everything is built for the gold prince. And when one had to be saved from life-threatening illnesses, all these people offer. The Hindu civilization thrived on the banks of rivers of gold called the Hiranyamaya, the river of gold, Rig Veda. The river Saraswati was also called as Hiranyavartani in the term of E-Hundi.
Bhakti Priya Bhakti Gamya Bhakti Vasya Bhayapaha Shambhavi Sharadharadhya Sharvani Sharmanayini. Devi is fond of true devotion and is realized through
Hundi. When if you see in Sanatana, when you are brought all the time, when you especially you go to the temple or something, you're always as a first lesson of being able to express your gratitude. You are given maybe a 50 offering rituals expressing our gratitude in some form or the other. Now, in this time of the pandemic and where this whole digital age, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made this opportunity available for all the human beings where digitally you can offer the Hundi from
Sayaithan Mohyate Vishwam Saiva Vishwam Prasyuyate Saya Chitta Cha Vijanam Tushtaruddhim Prayaschati. Materialistic sense. This comes in Devi Mahatmya, chapter 12, verse 34. Understand, offering the sankalpa, the conscious resolution, blesses us, but all the fruition of our desire, this is just $1 only, and you can make your offering just $1 per person. Next slide, please. She who likes the repetition of her various names. Here, when it's said as names, it's not just the names, but her very dimension. When you say Shri Mata, she is the Parashakti. So in Lalita Sahasranam, this offering where Parashakti, each and every dimension is offered, and by that offering, you are linked with the pearl. Muktahara lasat kirita ruchiram purnendu vaktra prabham shinjannu purakinkini ainakshim pranatosmi santatamaham karunyavaranidhim. And the face shining like a full moon, who wears anklets that are studded with gemstones, and has small bell, who is shining like the splendor of a lotus, who grants all. Offer the Mukta Anguti, that finger ring with the pearl, to experience that ocean-like compassion of Devi Parashakti. It's like, because when your Sahasrara chakra flowers, it releases nectar, the Amrita. And when it is releasing that Amrita, it just floods every nerve of you, making your entire system so. So offer the Mahantika to Devi Parashakti and receive her blessings of achieving a blissful state of overflowing gratitude and the space of complete completion. Next slide. Pratyaksha Pada Puja. Aruchitram dhanam merutulyam manaschena nagnam gurorangri padme tatakim 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 tatakim.
Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya beautifully sings in this verse. He says, you can have a good form, of what use it is if you're not able to sit and experience the Guru. What use is this? What use? What use? Similarly, another scripture, only boat which can take you beyond all of this is Guru Bhakti. And then it says, Namo Namaha Shri Guru Padukabhyam. And putting your gratitude at the feet of the Guru forms the base of the worship, of the connection. Such highly revered, and because he is there, you enjoy because of the very existence itself. Pratyaksha Pada Puja is a once in a lifetime experience for each and everyone who just experiences it. Where you offer, for all of us, we are indeed blessed because our Guru, whom offer the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, please do not miss this, one of the best opportunities, the best experiences you can not miss. Go ahead and sign up for the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, and on the sacred day of Guru Purnima, the auspicious
That will
day,
be the best where you can offer your gratitude to Guru itself on the day of Guru Purnima.
So please go ahead and do register for the Pratyaksha Pada. What will you do to her? You will feed her with best food. You will, give her good rest, and you will give her, give her a very good. You will dress her up all the way you like. You give her the best things that you want to. A best way to excel by chanting. And the third is Devi Sahasranama Swarana Kasi. The fourth one is the Mukta Anguti, the finger, pearl finger ring. The fifth is the Swarana Padma Pushpam. The sixth is the Swarana Metti. Seventh is the Swarana Mang Tika. Eighth project the link for all of you to register. Please take a moment or two and open it. The next slide, please. We request everybody to take a moment or two and open it, and we'll be taking you all through a detailed walkthrough how to make the offering. So please take a minute or two. These are case sensitive, so make sure you enter everything in the lower case. You can open this. Yes. And we'll be right back as you all open it.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda
Let us all now enter into how we can fill up this form. So go and open the form.
Request the tiny.cc/Devi crafting.
So I repeat the link, tiny.cc/Devi-offerings.
Yes, tiny.cc/Devi. It will show you the offerings.
And once you go there, you will actually see this Parashakti Bhavasama Darshan, the donations will be written. Scroll a bit down, and then there'll be, you can choose from. And then once you choose that, yes, you can just click it. You'll see the rate. You can click that button. And then you can scroll down and fill in all your details.
To it, and you can go ahead and click place the order towards the bottom right. So add your billing details, fill the billing details completely. It will, so the moment you place the order, it will give you the order number, and that is where you complete your registration. But after this, the step is not completed with this. You have to go to, the moment you fill this, please go to Parashakti's, the offering that you want to make, please go to this form so you can fill your details, so that only when you fill this form, your name, the name of your family members will be chanted in the ritual. So please make sure so that we can ensure, please make sure you fill this so that you have to, there's a whole detail including the ticket number, and you have to do the whole thing, and you can go to the bottom of the page. And you can also enter the prayer that you, the particularly after that, you can all go ahead and click which darshan that you're offering for. Here it will be Pratyaksha. Yes, here you'll have to choose Devi and filling all the details so that you are experiencing the complete benefits of offering to Devi Parashakti. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, to those of you that are wanting to offer now,
Next, very interesting way how you can offer to Parashakti. So now you can just go to YouTube, Kailasa's SPH, 3 different options. If you're still not a member, you can click the join option. And once you click the join option, it will help, it will sticker option. Okay. Super sticker option. This is a nice way through any sticker that you want. You can click that and you can make your currency. It will come. So you can choose whatever amount that you want to offer and click that. So here, if you see, it can be 5 euros or 10 euros, 20, 100, any number of any amount. So you can click that, and then you can click buy and send. Click buy and send. And once you click the join button, you will see different options. The different levels of members. One is Kailashi and Ram.
Make your offering. So just once you can click and add the payment details. You can choose your credit card, debit card, or your PayPal. You can click your link your Google account to your PayPal, and you will be able to do it. Yes. So these are the 3 simple steps through which you can make the offering and amazing truths and revelations from Devi Parashakti. Yes. So with this, now let's all get ready to move to the
spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask.
To achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager.
Allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you dare stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva.
To contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity. Withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. If you are interested, we need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are. Because enlightenment is the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions. This absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost.
Nithyanandam, and welcome to Kailasa. The world as we see today, Human Rights Watch has reported that more than 1.5 billion students are out of school today. More than 91%, 36.5% of US college students pointed to stress as the biggest reason why their academic performance suffered good grades. Approximately 1.277 billion learners are currently affected due to school closures in response to the pandemic. According to UNICEF monitoring, 46 countries are currently so one can see how practically the whole world is being forced to shut down schools all over. These numbers show, which included 2,111 participants up to the age of 25 years with a mental illness history in the United Kingdom. 83% said that the pandemic had made their condition be challenging for some young people. So one can see here a situation where students are, because healthcare is not available at the way it used to be before, and healthcare workers themselves have been impacted. The provision of healthcare has been impacted. WHO survey. Naturally, in the wake of this COVID-19 pandemic, the amount of stress, anxiety, and depression that it has brought in at 18% of individuals, including people with and without a past psychiatric diagnosis, who received a COVID-19 diagnosis, were later diagnosed impact of this virus, but also on the mental health level, whether people after being infected by the coronavirus or not infected, but having the stress of being infected issues worldwide. Surveys also found that substance abuse and suicidal ideation are particularly pronounced for young adults, and 25%. Every year, over 1.2 million students drop out of high school in the United States alone. Now that's a student every is in today, where the COVID-19 pandemic has created an impact worldwide across various segments. And one critical segment that has been very badly impacted is the field of education, where people, all these contributing, worsening to the worsening situation and having the ripple effects have been and are being done by Kailasa's Department of Education. Kailasa, as we know, headed, founded, guided by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam. A few hours back, Bhagwan revealed in dire detail what the world is facing, what Hinduism is facing, the loss because of losing involves. And before we get into that, let us take a few minutes to register ourselves for the COVID Care Protection Center, which .org/Kailasa Care. Segment on what is Kailasa's education system. The Supreme Court all over the world through the Nithyananda Gurukul and the online e-Gurukul. Gurukul is a place where celebration begins with right words in the blossoming minds, creating a gateway of established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Here, students live their highest potential and manifest various spiritual powers. The Gurukul. The current system of education, established by Macaulay and Max Mueller in India, is the non-involving narrative style of teaching. The original Indian education system was not about continuously giving words knowledge rather than mere transfer of knowledge. Whether others educate you or you educate yourself, if you plan everything based on the best of you, it is called specialization. The Gurukul ambience is for specialization, not for generalization. It is for specialization, not for generalization. Forcibly making you vomit it. In Gurukul, there is no education. There is only initiations. Initiation means empowering you with powers and letting you play. Of education is educating the child to be manifesting whatever he is capable of and being a very good, beautiful, and bested by the thought current you carry. The person who will be made to speak in the presence of the Pandits who have mastered that thought current. They will see whether he can of completion to our kids. We should be able to guarantee you can't even get one lie out of our Gurukul kids. That is what is education. Education on a subject, unless it has become your thought current, the way you cognize, change of thought current, transformation of thought current is the success of education. Each Upanishad adds a thought current to you. Transformation are education centric. Student can develop, invent something which his guru does not know. He has a freedom. Please understand, only the basic formulas are taught. Basic tools to awaken knowledge is possible creativity. Gurukuls are not like dams for your inspiration and energy. It is an embankment for the wild river. Or Advaitis, or many of the Vishishta Advaiti Gurus' disciples were Advaitis. What does that mean? Only the basic analysis scales were given to you, but you are left free to analyze. Your gift was a great Advaiti. Being Advaiti, Ramanuja was even able to think in the language of Vishishta Advaita, shows the freedom available in Gurukul. And the same, if you read the Shanti Mantra, it is education-centric, not teacher-centric. Unfortunately, in the modern day, Tamastu, Mavid Vishavahai. This verse, it says, maybe both, meaning the teacher and the student, both together be protected and reach the new heights of seeking, new heights of seeking. That is where even the Ishtadevata concept has come. Guru encourages the disciple to travel. Just being available as a good support guide, not being heavy on them. The uniqueness of our Gurukuls are freedom to explore, create, the constructive freedom they enjoy. I give this boon of Abhaya, this literally fearlessness. People have played with these powerful cognitions and thought currents and have physically demonstrated the power of plants actually drop their thorns, something which nature provides as natural protection itself the plant dropped because of the tremendous amount and which they lived, they radiated while literally nurturing, caring for, and bringing up these rose plants, which reciprocated by dropping something which is a natural defense provided of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Any human society which is imposed on that society more than 60 years. Now 60 years is over. Further, is where the teachers and students live together in one place. If needed, let the parents also understand they do what you do. They won't do what you say. The future of the Indian education system, I can say, the future of any intelligent education system will be Gurukul system. I am not talking out of pride or arrogance. I am talking seeing the future. I am telling you. In Indian education system, complete involvement is required from the side of after thoroughly studying the student, teacher identifies the right subject in which the student will be successful, And then a student is trained specifically in those fields with the knowledge of enlightenment. If you study administration, enlightenment is the context. If you learn about business, enlightenment is the context. If it is more of a transmission of the knowledge, not transfer of knowledge. It is not just information based.
And that was a glimpse, an excerpt of what the Indian education system is all about. Today, education is known to be sorry for the technical glitch. Today, ability, the strongest means of removing poverty. The right education is crucial to the well-being of Dharma alive and standing as the world's most ancient living civilization. Through Kailasa's Department of Education, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, the Gurukul system is being revived, living lineage of the Guru-disciple relationship. After decades of study on the physical, chemical, biological uniqueness of meditative states and enlightened beings, it has been found is known as being in the zone, a glimpse into the peak of focus, cognitive function, attention, and coordination, to name a few, rather than a glimpse and patterns of those in our environment, not just on the behavioral level, but to the depths of the neurological layer. This is also known as the. However, through centuries of Mughal invasions, colonialism, and continued persecution against Hinduism, and the Gurukul system was standing as the backbone and stability of the Hindu civilization. This is one of the primary system had, and the way it fundamentally, very naturally produces leaders. And the Macaulay system of education was then imposed in India after this revelation, knowing literally bone by bone, it was destroyed brutally to ensure that that system of education which produces leaders is just eliminated from the whole of India. And 13,000 universities across Bharat, 2 lakh Gurukuls destroyed in just the states of Bengal and Bihar alone. With this Macaulay in 1836, after deciphering the strength of the Vedic Hindu system of education, what he says, our English schools are flourishing wonderfully. The Hindu religion is so extravagantly absurd that it is impossible to teach a boy astronomy, geography, natural history without completely destroying, to be effected without any efforts to proselytize, without the smallest interference with religious liberty, merely by the natural operation of knowledge and reflection. I heartily rejoice in this prospect of Hinduism's Gurukul and universities. That is the historic day of 2nd October 2006 when the Nithyananda Gurukul was inaugurated under the sacred Kalpa Vriksha, the banyan tree, in Adi Kailasa in India. And the statistic 1 to 3 years ahead of their age group, scoring in the top 10 to 20% of Mensa, as one knows, one of the top quizzes which evaluates one's fundamental intelligence and intelligence quotient. And here, how the Gurukul system of education awakens the full brain, as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has explained time and again, is the basis of the Hindu system of education. The Gurukul Balasans, here you can see learning the standard academics along with the. In 2018, this Gurukul Balasan demonstrating the ability student is able to do these yogic fiats along with the power awakened, the Kundalini energy awakened because of the third eye awakening. Here one can see the Balasant personally being taught the once lost science of Dhanur Vidya or archery in Adi Kailas Sarvajñapitham in the naturally, because as one knows, in the Gurukul system of education, it is not transfer of knowledge, it is transmission. So literally the students, because of the awakened whole brain, they are able to Agama Shastra. Agamic Shastras are one of the fundamental source scriptures of Hinduism, revealing the why and the how for the lifestyle, practices, solutions, and standards. On 5th October 2018, one can see here the Balasans of the Nithyananda Gurukul demonstrating the ability eye or the Anya Chakra. 11th October 2015, the Gurukul Balasans participating in the Vakyartha Sadas in Adi Kailasa Sarvajñapitham. Vakyartha Sadas is a Balasan after internalizing the highest truths as revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, almost verbalizes. It's almost like a debate, an intellectual debate, but not from the space of trying to prove. 11th March 2017, the seeds of the training sown by the Vakyartha Sadas in their formative years flowers very quickly as the Bar Sarvanamalai in India, and the Raja Gurukul being the traditional Hindu finishing school training for leaders graduating from the Gurukul. 20. And what impact the Gurukul has, one can see statistically also, where it shows whole brain learning, stress-free, and you're able to repeat it verbatim. That is what is Ikasantagrahi, which is a very natural accomplishment at the Nithyananda Gurukul. And now coming to Kailasa's Nithyananda Hindu University. Reviving and presenting the world's most ancient lost knowledge in a user-friendly way. Ancient truths are taught in a way directly applicable for the modern man's personal, practical, and professional life.
To Nithyananda Hindu University. Now, let us watch this video where
long rituals are not useless or unnecessary as a modern brainwashed Hindu. See, totally we have 21 life energies. I will describe all the 21 like a fundamental principle, ability to visualize, ability to make decision. All these 21 is given to you, but you use them accidentally. That is why your life is full of accidents. Your marriage become thieves by not knowing the power of their life energy. I tell you, thief is the cheapest way to exist. I tell you, because you do not listen. Asteya, non-stealing, comes to a person who mastered his. Understand, Gurukul is not a joke. It is a powerful science. Especially, see, normally, one child plus one child is a two child. But in the Gurukul ecosystem, one child plus one child is 11. That is why Gurukul has to be with the ecosystem. I have always seen when team of kids or balasans or sannyasis or brahmacharis, when they sit as one team, it is very easy for me to just like a lightning pour the energy on them. The multiple life energies awakening them to its peak.
field of nutrition to education, from protection of religious freedom to the revival of indigenous traditions. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to the world by Devi Parashakti. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, manifesting as the Nijavatara to reveal as the and came down as the Nijavatara. People of India, listen, carefully listen. Time after time, Bharadam is the Jnana Bhumi, where enlightened being comes. We cannot make the Jnana Bhumi infertile. Enlightened beings cosmos from being destroyed. That is called Adi Kailasa. The ship ided to protect the beings from Pralaya is Adi Kailasa. Because of the conspiracy of Drohis and enemies' rule, the Kana is going to flower. Allow people to come and take a dip in the Navabhashana flower. People, whoever comes and listen well to my words. For India, as protection, the Nithyananda Navabhashana Lingam is Adi Kailasa. Crores of people will come there looking for health, Navabhashana, water feast, and medicine to get the health and protection and enlightenment schools during this massive global emergency. It is Kailasa that has opened its doors spiritually evolve, consciously evolve, and establish your conscious sovereignty by being part of these ecosystems that are built by the Nijavatara himself, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Swamiji. So this is the immense opportunity to one and all to protect themselves from the Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Thiruvannamalai Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Rajapalayam Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Puduvai Adinam in Puducherry, Pattanam Adinam in Tamil Nadu, Siragapadi Adinam. So what we are seeing is the immense compassion that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, children are suffering because of the lack of education, the amount of anxiety and mental disorders that the children go through because of this ongoing humanity. And what is the only solution for us to protect ourselves from this pralaya, which is come and be part of this COVID care protection centers in Adi Kailasa. Of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Swamiji has built, how he built this Nithyananda Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Sarvini Peetham with his hard work, right from Kailasa rushes to aid in the global pandemic. Free social services that are offered during pandemic in de facto spiritual embassies across India includes the medical care. In all these social and spiritual services that are offered during pandemic in de facto spiritual embassies across India are offered from. You have this opportunity to be part of this COVID Care Protection Center by joining in this link below, kailasa.org/Kailasa Care, KAILAASA.org/KAI/KAILASACRE. Let's take a few minutes to register ourselves in this link below. Adi Kailasa Sarvanya Peter and virtually for a number of kids who are going through the e-Gurukul program. With more than 1 billion kids not having access to education in the midst of this sovereignty, Kailasa's Department of Education is focused on providing this Hindu educational services to one and all for free and reclaim your conscious sovereignty. Nithyananda Paramashivam to one and all. You can see here how the kids. You can see here the kids are performing the Shiva Stamba Yoga and also the Pratama Vinyasa Krama every day morning 4 a.m. They are they log into the get ready Devalaya. They learn rituals, temple sciences, and the rituals. For example, chanting and doing alankaram to the deities, and they also learn how to do homa. So all these in Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Paramashivam teacher. Yes. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Swamiji, the rituals that are conducted in the Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalaya are done by the third eye awakened Balasans of Nithyananda Rajavidya Gurukul in Adi Kailasa. What you're seeing here is the celebrations. Now, along with the Nitya Pujas, we also celebrate more than 200 days in a year on Brahmotsavams. These Brahmotsavams is a time when the community come together, community living based on the temple. So this particular picture is from the Mahamrityunjaya Homa. This particular picture is from the Meenakshi Tirukalyana on Chitra. So Ishvara Puja happens where the community comes together, live together, and have the meals together and celebrate Paramashiva. The kids also, those plants shed its thorns. What you're seeing here is the glimpses of the kids from the COVID Care Protection Centers, how you can see here, the kids performing yoga. It is not just for you, it is for your kids and your family to be part of this COVID Care Protection Center, where you can make them to help them to attain the conscious sovereignty, because just by their presence in KAILAASA.org/KAILASACARE. So let's take a few minutes to register yourself in kailasa.org/Kailasa Care. Stay tuned, we'll be
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara. They manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a...
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish the sweetness...
It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
About some of the greatest aspects of the Adi Kailasa Sarvagna Peetham. And we had a first glimpse into the great contribution through this pralaya, and is literally the home for millions of people during these extremely dark and tense times. But despite having ensured the mood, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has faced so much of persecution in every single front. Now, today, in this next segment, we'll be in Hinduism for the last more than 1,000 years. It's the largest, most prolonged genocide in human history, but it is entirely invisible. Now, in this next segment, we'll be understanding why. And yes, while we get prepared and we're getting back with you, I invite all of the viewers to ensure that you know of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, to ensure that Hindus have a voice in an international platform about. As you can see here, yes, we can go back to the previous slide. So here we're seeing a little bit of a glimpse into the temples, mosques, and churches. How we have seen how the certain governments and institutions have been running in their temples. And if we see mosques, only non-government personnel appointed by the non-government pulling out the temples, but on the other hand, giving so much more to other religions and other different religious institutions. Why is there so much history of the science of power manifestation? The most unique contribution that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has brought down to this world is the science of power manifestation. It was commissioned by the colonial government to make a report for Thane of Natur, Rajasthani, and he recorded the population was 1,120 midwife per 408 women. Sorry, can you go back to the previous slide? The previous slide, please. The previous slide, please. Yes, can we just go back again? 10,000 to 12,000 people. So just if we see how the midwife distribution was, it was a very beautiful way that these women would have. So now we're going to understand this story and this example of Sulagiti Narasamma, or Janani Amma, and is what W. Adam is free of charge, which means at least 4 deliveries per week, and that's entirely free for 70 years. And not only that, people do not know that she actually used power in his form as Bhagavan Dhanvantri and manifest powers. She could very easily detect the position of the baby in the womb, a very amazing gift that she had been manifesting. Now let's see the example of Ramanuja. From the 22nd of December 1880, mathematical problem, he would know the answer without actually needing to solve the problem. When asked how he did it, he would simply say, Mukur Mahalakshmi showed me or told me. The next slide, please. So the father of modern day surgery is actually Rishi Sushruta. Sushruta was an ancient Indian physician known as the main author of the medical, surgical, fractures, general surgery, reconstructive plastic surgery, anesthetics, rhinoplasty, perineal lithotomy, and the suturing of wounds and the extraction of foreign objects. Sushruta was written and practiced using third eye powers, the level of detail and ultrasonography and X-rays. Years. The cutting of nose and surgeries have been mentioned in several ancient scriptures and narrations such as Valmiki Narayanan, when Lakshmana cuts the nose of Surpanaka, and the procedure of the plastic reconstructive surgery has been mentioned in the Sushruta Samhita, a treatise on surgery and medicine. Was when the Colonel Army General Coote, on losing war with Muslim ruler of Mysore, Hyder Ali, had his nose cut. This surgery was done for free in a village. The driver of the colonial army had been taken prisoner by the terrorist Tipu Sultan and suffered amputation on his nose and one of his hands. Thereafter, Kawasji rejoined the army and was subsequently reported in the Gentleman's Magazine and Historical Chronicle, volume 64 by Sylvanus Urban, printed by John Nicholas in 1794. And we also have a link here which is available. Amongst them was the Nayi Jati, which was considered to be the best by the British. In the modern era, however, Nayis are considered to be marginal barbers. Although the colonial rulers took away the science, the invasion, it's what we see that even contemporary India is facing challenges in healthcare sector, and so much so that it ranks amongst the first in the number of infant deaths at the time of birth. The Adi Nithyananda Peetham, the ancient attack, the attack against this Adinam, we're going to be seeing a full history as well as the revival of the beautiful Sarvajna Peetham of the first enlightenment experience. In 1989, this sacred hillock was the place of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's first enlightenment experience. And it was a full moon day when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has described that experience of the first enlightenment experience that he had in this very space.
Of a full moon day, Vaigasi month, Visakha Nakshatra, Paurnami Tithi, Subramania's enlightenment day. As per the no school. So usually this summer time I will go and sit in the temple or the hill.
Around 4:30 to 6:30, maybe you can.
Of Arunachala, where I was born and brought up. Whenever I find time, I'll go and spend time in that space, in that area, because Devi became enlightened there. That place is called. I decided to close my eyes. I was not even meditating. I was just sitting in a very relaxed way. That is as taught by Annamalai Swamigal. An enlightened being, enlightened master, who is a disciple of great incarnation, Ramana Maharshi. Once I close, who is that me that is deeply discontented about anything I see, hear? Who is that who is deeply discontented even about my own existence? Suddenly, one moment, is that idea inside and outside broke. Means now I know who is the experiencer around me, above me. I started seeing the whole 360 degree. I could see literally all the sides. Opening my eyes was closed. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience how much I am alive inside my skin, rock on which I was sitting, and the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. The trees next to me, the Arunachala hill, all the plants, bush, shrubs, the idea, something is inside, there is no outer, there is no moving, there is no unmoving. The smallest movements of the sky is centered on my Anandagandha. It looked like a huge balloon which is tied to my Anandagandha. Whether I went to the home or anywhere, I was walking around, I was able to see the whole thing. I went and told my godmother. But that experience of I am one has never left. Now, that very experience getting reproduced in, I can say, so many kids having their third eye awakened, even the adults having their third eye awakened, able to initiation, see to it your third eye is awakened. My blessings to all of you. Let every one of you experience.
Understand, Pavalakundru is a place where the cosmic mother did penance, realized herself as the complete synthesis of male and female energies. Here we have the great unbroken lineage where, as you can see, and the third photo where you're seeing Mata Vibhudananda Puri seated on the Sarvagnapita as the sacred water pot, and Danda, the wooden staff, are seen next as a part of the ancient items of heritage that were inherited from lineage to lineage. Sorry, from where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had literally began and established the first Adinam, the first Pita and monastery. And here you can see the celebrations for Kartika Deepam with a few of the devotees on the auspicious occasion of Kartika Deepam at Pavalakundru, at the building built for the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by his guru, Mataji Kuppammal. And as you can see, this is a beautiful example of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. Now, here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism giving a short discourse at Pavalakundru on the occasion of his birth star celebration, puja and spiritual discourses in Pavalakundru. Enlightenment, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had the experience of the first enlightenment experience, and they're celebrating this on the day of Nithyananda Purnima, which is celebrated at Pavalakundru by the monks of the Sovereign Order of Kailasa. And spiritual experience to happen is in threat. And what happens to a spiritual experience for the Yes. No, but this ecosystem, this very place, is today still under threat. From the verse 80, and this is from the Guru Gita. Yeah. So indeed, the Guru is the whole universe consisting of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. There is nothing higher than the Guru. Therefore, worship the Guru. Attack in 2017 was an act of intimidation. The next slide, please. And we're seeing here it was 2017. And here you're seeing some of the bloody repercussions, constant attack. Yes, we can now play this video.
அண்ணாமலையார் மலை மீது முருகர் கோயிலுடன் அமைந்துள்ள பவழக்குன்று இந்து சமய அறநிலைத்துறையின் கட்டுப்பாட்டில் உள்ளனர். இதை அறிந்த உள்ளூர் மக்கள் பவழக்குன்று ஆக்கிரமிக்கப்படுவதாக கூறி கோட்டாட்சியர் உமா மகேஸ்வரியிடம் புகார் அளித்தனர். இதையடுத்து கடந்த 16ஆம் தேதியன்று பவழக்குன்றுக்கு சென்ற கோட்டாட்சியர் உமா மகேஸ்வரி அரசு இடத்தில் ஆக்கிரமிக்கப்பட்டுள்ள எச்சரிக்கை நோட்டீஸ் என கூறி ஆக்கிரமிப்புகளை அகற்றிவிடுமாறு கூறினார். ஆனாலும் ஆக்கிரமிப்புகளை அகற்ற மறுத்த சீடர்கள் மலையை விட்டு இறங்க மறுத்த நித்யானந்தாவின் பெண் சீடர்களும் வலுக்கட்டாயமாக கீழே இறக்கப்பட்டனர். இதையடுத்து அங்கு சென்ற அதிகாரிகள் காவல்துறை உதவியுடன் மீண்டும் அவர்களை கீழே இறக்கி எச்சரித்து அனுப்பினர். இதையடுத்து என்ன செய்வதென யோசித்த நித்யானந்தா சீடர்கள் மீண்டும் 5 நாட்கள் கழித்து கூலி வேலைக்கு செல்லும் ஏழை தொழிலாளர்களை பக்தர்கள் போர்வையில் பவழக்குன்றுக்கு அழைத்துச் சென்றனர். அங்கு பாறைக்கு மஞ்சள் குங்குமம் பூசி மலர் மாலையிட்டு மணியடித்தல். இது குறித்து காவல்துறைக்கு புகார் அளித்ததை தொடர்ந்து இம்முறை 2 பெண் சீடர்கள் 4 ஆண் சீடர்கள் ஆகியோரை கைது செய்த போலீசார் அவர்களை விசாரணைக்காக அழைத்துச் சென்றனர். நித்யானந்தா பிறந்து வளர்ந்தது திருவண்ணாமலை.
Of murder was actually executed against the monks and female monks of the Pavalakundru Adinam and the initiated monks. As you can see here, some of the very gruesome visuals of what happened and how brutally the sannyasis were assaulted. And even the ASMT monk facing inhuman treatment, and how the media houses misrepresenting all the monks as criminals, even threatened by the government officials, and how one of the ASMT members was female monks. They started throwing stones, and 10 different mobsters ganged up and started hitting him. Parabrahma Maharaj was attacked with stoners and then beaten with iron rods and his head. And a group of sannyasis were at Pavalakundru in Tiruvannamalai offering puja, the ritualistic, and destroyed and pulled down the huts of the monks and manhandled them, physically injured them like beasts, and finally illegally arrested them for no reason. 16th of June 2017, a mob of 80+ people attempted the murder of 3 innocent sannyasis who were taking care of the Paramashiva Shila. At Pavalankudu, this attack was well planned by the people in order to take illegal possession of that land. And here we're also seeing more media coverage. 22nd June, the sixth attack. On the 22nd of June 2017, without any reason, people started dragging the monks and illegally arrested them. Police station till much later in the night. And Hindu monks, Hindu rituals and sacred sentiments were treated in such a preposterous way, harassing and instilling fear inside of them to subjugate them. The abuse of the Paramashiva Shila here is shown, where this sacred place, which is worshipped literally as Paramashiva, and continuously during the rituals, they would throw stones and sharp weapons. And the persistent abusal of this extremely valuable, rare heritage site and the life attacks by these terrorist forces clearly reveal ritualistically placed on the Paramashiva Shila, bringing it down to the ground. And they also unearthed the sacred Trishul, which was absolutely degrading and ridiculing it. Danger Sanatana Hindu Dharma is, and how in danger each and every one of us Hindus are of not being able to practice our sacred Hindu lifestyle, survival of Sanatana Hindu Dharma.
That's the only hope we have. Already, Kailas has signed the treaty and judiciary. We are going to do it as per Hinduism, with a Hindu constitution. This is the only hope we have for the future. We have. And anyone wants to take apat sannyas to protect Hinduism, Hindu scriptures, practice and promote Hinduism, you are well. Gather, live and practice, promote Hinduism and keep it alive and share it with the whole world. Already we have got a Hinduism, protecting Hinduism, preserving Hinduism, preaching Hinduism, non-violence, life positive principles, and where you will not be mob lynched. You can live peaceful Hindu monk life. Live and study Hindu scriptures, practice Hinduism, share Hinduism with the whole world, keep it alive for the next generation. Hinduism is going to be treated fairly, or Hinduism is going to be kept alive in India, you are fool. You are brainwashed. Even for telling this, I would have been arrested if I was available to Indian police. I am not saying I was mob lynched because I was doing something illegal, immoral and all that. That changing the narrative cannot be done by them. That is the reason I kept myself away from the zone. If they eliminate me, they have to face the law. They cannot do this changing the narrative. Oh, because of some illegal, immoral activity, antisocial activity, he got killed. You cannot do that narrative anymore. With Hindu Sannyas Sampradaya, Hindu Gurukul tradition and Hindu principles, Hindu philosophy, Hindu lifestyle, Hindu spirituality, the only hope for humanity. And women, how they mob lynched and destroyed the whole Sarvanyapita. Just see. Every day this is happening in India. But media twists and gives the absolutely different story. Now they don't have an iota of evidence. First of all, we are not doing that. Now they don't have iota of evidence, but they already killed, destroyed the whole ecosystem, whole Sarvanyapita, the ashrami. If I was available, they would have given me to the mob to kill. Unfortunately, in Sarvanyapita, even once, and for years I have not even gone to Gujarat. And I was out of human society at least for last 2 years. And still my sannyasinis are stuck in Gujarat without a place to live, because
We can go on to the next slide now.
absolute false case. We need to build
The library, the Gomandir or Gurukul. You can support entirely this by supporting Kailasa. With this, that brings us to a conclusion for this segment in today's program on the persecution against Supreme Awareness Month. With this, we'll now end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Sadhukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam.
spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism that will understand Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you.
You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each,
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish the sweetness
Of lifetimes, it awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support in life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva.
We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Of suffering, we have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background for life continuously. For customized spiritual service, helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness, we can If you are interested, cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are. Because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide. It is manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifest the cosmic, explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Avatara, Pratyaksha Avatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you.
The Krishna consciousness. But the Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish the sweetness.
And it cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support and we make sure you become wealthy. Powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva.
We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramashivoham Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadasham Tattvamasya Laksham Ekam. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Spa manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you, due to your chemicals and